a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Be hating and talking and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got to prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got to prove. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Then at the bottom, I got to prove. You gotta choose.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the New Orleans Saints and the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Winston. They'll check this down to Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards, good for the Saints' first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Off the play fake, Winston. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
I don't think anyone in the building fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Throwing on 2nd and long. Winston. Over the middle to Smith. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And he is going to have the Saints first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
First down, Saints.
On play action, Winston. And it's caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Saints are on the board first here in Vegas.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out.
Come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr forced out to his left. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Bolden. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. They'll go for it. It's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Throwing on 1st down is Carr.
That one into the hands of Adams downfield.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Open man, that's Renfro. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1.
4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Jacobs again.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs takes it in from a yard out.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. There he goes, right side. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Saints.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
They find some open field here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
Boulder. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
He was taken down behind the line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7.
At the 44-yard line.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line.
Oh, he fakes a spike.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved up the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
From the 27, Winston. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And the Saints first down.
Winston. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston.
The pass caught by Olave.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Here's Winston. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
First, you can jump them all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the 1st down at the 26. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Got a man, it's Darren Waller. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Carr now on 1st down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr, and he's got room. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Matt Hollins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
Hey, that was a nice side pass. I give you that.
Extra point by Carlson. Nothing good.
But, hey, shit, that shit made me blink, boy. I thought about pass out just now. Hey, if I wasn't winning, I would have quit.
He sends this one away.
I said if I wasn't winning at first, I would have quit.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Straight up.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun 2nd half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the 2nd half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Now, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Carr. And his throw is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of it.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara,
his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Saints 21, Raiders 14. Will Lutz we kick off 41.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Carr. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he is going to have the Raiders first down.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah, strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 48 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Once again, it's Jacobs. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. Over the middle, it's complete. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And down inside the 15 he goes. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Out to the left, that's where the tight end Moreau is.
And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Jacobs fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. 1-yard gains are trending. The same result on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. They'll try and run with a fullback, Johnson. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball secure. Don't turn it over.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And he is going to lose yardage here. Chop that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Duron Harmon. When you're on your own 1-yard line like they were, oftentimes you're thinking just run on any down, get some space there. They elect to throw it. It cost them.
You get the sense that they were banking on the element of surprise, right? Everyone expects you to run it there. Let's take a shot. Let's throw it. Try and create some space, some room. And it went awry, didn't it?
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They'll need to regroup after the costly interception last time. It led to a tying touchdown. 21-all is where we stand, and they've got it 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
49 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. They go play action. Winston.
It's complete. Kamara.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn into a big gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Now Winston.
He completes it to Olave.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. On the counter, here's Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he spins through. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
On the give, this is their fullback. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now they get the timeout. It leads you to wonder, will they kick it here or risk running another play and possibly not getting down in time? We'll see. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. His kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. So it's not quite over yet, but you have to figure they pretty well got this one on ice now.
And Brandon, I'm trying to figure out how they remain so calm in these situations and then go out and execute, because I'm up here shaking like a leaf, and I wasn't the one who had to make that kick.
They look calm, but I bet if you had a heart rate monitor on it, that'd be up in the 300s right there. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you,
game, bro.
Get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner, although on that last play they were so backed up it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it, because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded, because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the base. My A-spoon gon' be big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bare kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The Alpha and Omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James Earl Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel, that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's heard, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad. Pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab. Pay what it cost for the tail, extra with the bag.